Hold on to your hats, history buffs. We're about to embark on a fascinating journey through the turbulent history of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, a land rich in culture, resources and history. Our story begins in the heart of Africa, where the Congo River winds its way through lush rainforests and savannas. This river, the second longest in Africa, has been the lifeblood of the region for centuries, supporting countless communities and diverse ecosystems. The Congo Basin, with its dense forests and abundant wildlife, is one of the most biodiverse areas on the planet. Picture this, a vast land in Central Africa, home to over 200 ethnic groups, each with its own unique language, traditions and way of life. The people of the Congo have a rich cultural heritage, with music, dance and art playing a central role in their communities. From the rhythmic beats of traditional drums to the vibrant colours of local textiles, the Congo is a place of immense cultural diversity and creativity. That's the Congo before the Europeans arrived. For centuries, the people of the Congo lived in relative harmony, developing complex societies and trade networks. They built impressive kingdoms and empires, such as the Kingdom of Congo, which was known for its advanced political and social systems. In the 15th century, the Portuguese showed up, followed by other Europeans. These explorers were drawn by the promise of wealth and adventure, and they soon began to establish trade routes and settlements along the coast. The arrival of the Europeans marked the beginning of a new and often tumultuous chapter in the history of the Congo. But it was Belgian King Leopold II who took things to a brutal level in 1885, turning the Congo into his personal playground of exploitation and violence. Under Leopold's rule, the Congo Free State became a site of unimaginable suffering. The local population was subjected to forced labour, and millions of people died as a result of the harsh conditions and brutal treatment. The atrocities committed during this period are a dark stain on the history of the Congo and a stark reminder of the devastating impact of colonialism. Fast forward to post-World War I, the Congo becomes a Belgian colony until it gains independence in 1960. During this time, the Belgian government continued to exploit the country's resources, but there were also efforts to develop infrastructure and education. However, these efforts were often limited and did little to improve the lives of the Congolese people. The struggle for independence was long and difficult, but in 1960 the Congo finally achieved its freedom, marking the beginning of a new era. Enter Mobutu Sese Seko, the military officer who seized power in 1965 and ruled with an iron fist until 1997. Mobutu's regime was characterized by authoritarianism, corruption and a cult of personality. He renamed the country Zaire and sought to promote a sense of national identity, but his policies often led to economic decline and social unrest. Despite his efforts to modernize the country, Mobutu's rule left a legacy of poverty and instability. His reign, marked by economic decline, corruption and instability. The country's vast natural resources, including minerals and timber, were often mismanaged or exploited for personal gain. This led to widespread poverty and a lack of basic services for the population. Protests and political opposition were often met with repression, and many people suffered under Mobutu's rule. In 1997, rebel leader Laurent Kabila overthrows Mobutu, but his rule is no picnic either. Violence and civil wars plagued the country. Kabila's rise to power was marked by promises of reform and change, but his government struggled to maintain control and address the deep-seated issues facing the country. The Congo was soon engulfed in a series of conflicts, often referred to as the Second Congo War, which involved multiple armed groups and neighbouring countries. This period of violence and instability had a devastating impact on the population, leading to millions of deaths and widespread displacement. When Kabila is assassinated in 2001, his son Joseph takes over and rules until 2018. Joseph Kabila's presidency was a time of relative stability compared to the chaos of the previous years, but the country still faced significant challenges. Efforts were made to rebuild the economy and infrastructure, but progress was slow and often hampered by corruption and political infighting. The Kabila government also faced criticism for its human rights record and its handling of opposition groups. Today, under President Felix Tshisekedi, the Democratic Republic of the Congo faces big challenges like poverty and corruption, but also has immense potential with its rich natural resources and youthful population. Tshisekedi's administration has pledged to tackle these issues and promote development, but the road ahead is fraught with difficulties. The Congo's vast mineral wealth, including cobalt and copper, offers significant opportunities for economic growth. But ensuring that these resources benefit the population as a whole remains a major challenge. Additionally, the country's young and dynamic population is a source of hope and potential, with many young people working hard to build a better future for themselves and their communities. So what's next for the DRC? The future of the Democratic Republic of the Congo is uncertain, but there are reasons to be hopeful. The resilience and determination of the Congolese people have seen them through some of the darkest periods in their history, and there is a growing sense of optimism and possibility. Efforts to improve governance, combat corruption and promote sustainable development are underway, and there is a renewed focus on education and health. The international community also has a role to play in supporting the Congo's development and helping to address the challenges. Only time will tell, but history shows this nation is nothing if not resilient. The Democratic Republic of the Congo has a long and complex history, marked by both triumphs and tragedies. As the country continues to navigate its path forward, the strength and spirit of its people will be crucial in shaping its future. From the ancient kingdoms of the past to the modern challenges of today, the Congo story is one of resilience, hope, and the enduring quest for a better tomorrow.